Well, it must be generator season because I've been getting a lot of questions regarding a video I made a few years ago when I installed a transfer switch for my home electrical backup system using my gas generator. And that question I'm getting is, does my generator require a bonded neutral or a floating neutral? What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to define and speak to what each is. I'm going to show you how to find out if your generator is either or, and I'm going to show you on your generator, in particular this Furman generator, how to convert it from a bonded to a floating neutral. So, what is a bonded neutral? A bonded neutral is when the neutral wire coming into your house, the white wire, is bonded or synced up with the ground, the bare copper wire in your home electrical system. That is called a bonded neutral. Per electrical code, you could only have one bonded neutral on your home electrical system. The majority of generators you're going to buy in your big box stores are going to have a bonded neutral. Why? Because the expectation is you're going to use them not connected to your house, but to power tools at your campsite and the such, which means you require a bonded neutral. Well, in my case, and if you're watching this video, we're using our home generator to power our home. So we don't want a bonded neutral because we would go against code. So on this Furman generator, it is a bonded neutral. How can you find out? You could look in your manual, that should tell you. But on the Furman, it's actually printed right in the front of the unit, telling you that it is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how we're going to convert it from that bonded neutral to the floating neutral. But we have to be mindful that we make an indication on this generator that it has a floating neutral, meaning moving forward, we cannot use this generator to power tools and the such plug into the outlets. That would be very dangerous. If you want, and there are other videos showing you this, how to integrate a switch into the generator where you could flip it from bonded to floating depending on the need. For myself, this generator will only be used on my transfer switch in my home, so I'm going to convert it to a floating neutral and it'll leave it at a floating neutral. So let's take a look at the steps of how we're going to do that. So for this Furman generator, in order to access it's basically a wire that's bonding the neutral to the frame of the generator, we need to remove that jumper cable. On the Furman generator, but it's going to almost be pretty much the same on most generators, you're going to remove the engine front cover. To do that on this generator, it's a 7mm hex, and there are 2 bolts that we will remove. So with the engine front cover off, we could now locate that jumper cable that bonds the neutral to the generator frame. Here you could see this white cable that connects to the post or terminal for the neutral wires, as all the white wires go there. And it comes across and connects to the generator motor body or a ground. And you can see it's sharing the same lug with the main ground as well. So we're going to go ahead and remove that jumper. So now using an 8mm, we'll go ahead and remove the hex nut on the neutral terminal. And we will slide the jumper cable. Careful, there is a little lock washer here that you'll want to take off as well. And now the neutral jumper is removed, and we can put that aside. And you could keep this in case you ever decide to rebond it for future uses. With our neutral bond removed, we can now put the engine front cover back on. Look at the openings, the louvers. Make sure their openings are facing downwards. If you put it the wrong way up, rainwater could get inside. So be mindful when you put it back on. You put it that way, and then you're going to reinstall those 2 7mm hex bolts that you removed. The next thing I'm going to do is I labeled with white electrical tape, floating neutral. I'm going to cover that over where it says bonded neutral on the machine. So that way anyone who comes to use it is aware that it's now a floating neutral. But you definitely want to make everyone in your household aware as well, never to use this now plugging anything in the front that isn't connected directly to the home's wiring system. So guys, there you have it. That's how you convert from a bonded neutral to a floating neutral on your gas generator when you're going to be using it on your transfer switch to repower your home in the case of a power failure. Thank you so much for watching. Any questions or comments, leave them down below.